You've got an idea. Maybe it's a new YouTube channel, a local coffee shop, or a side hustle you've been dreaming about. You're ready to launch. But building something in your head and then launching it blindly is usually how a good idea slams into the concrete wall of reality. Before you spend your time and money, you need a stress test. In the business world, they call this a SWOT analysis. Let's skip the corporate jargon. Think of it simply as a reality check grid, a tool for mapping out exactly what gives you an edge and what is waiting out there to tear your project down. Grab a blank piece of paper and a pen. Right in the middle, draw a massive plus sign, so you have 4 empty boxes. Filling out these 4 boxes takes about 6 minutes. Doing it is the difference between crossing your fingers and hoping for success and actually engineering a strategic launch. Let's split this grid in half. The top 2 boxes represent the inside, you, your team, and your idea. The bottom 2 represent the outside world. We'll start on the top row, which requires brutal honesty about your current skills and resources. The top left box is for your strengths. These are advantages, tools, or assets you already bring to the table. For a coffee shop, a strength might be world-class latte art skills or already owning a commercial espresso machine. Now move to the top right box. These are your weaknesses, internal gaps or flaws that will actively hold you back if ignored. For the coffee shop, a weakness could be zero business experience or having no marketing budget. Take a second right now. Write down 2 or 3 specific strengths and 2 or 3 specific weaknesses for your idea. Assessing this top row shows you if the core foundation of your idea is sturdy enough to support a real business. Now we look at forces totally outside your control. Let's zoom in on the bottom left box. This is for opportunities. These aren't ideas you invent. They are existing trends, lifestyle changes, or market shifts that you can ride to success. Think about the migration of employees from corporate buildings to home offices over the last few years. For our coffee shop, this work-from-home trend is a huge opportunity. Remote workers actively seek local spaces with good Wi-Fi to escape their living rooms. Look at your own project. What demographic shifts, new technologies, or changes in consumer habits align with what you want to do? Write down 2 or 3 opportunities in that bottom left box. Mapping these opportunities lets you see if the world is moving toward your idea, indicating if a real market exists for your project. Finally, the bottom right box. These are your threats. These are the external landmines, events and forces outside your control that you must plan for if you want to survive. First, look at your competition. What happens if a corporate coffee chain opens up a drive-thru right next to your proposed location? Next, look at emerging technology and substitutes. What if at-home espresso machines become so advanced that people stop paying for your lattes? Consider broader economic factors. This chart shows how customer demand for a product drops sharply when prices rise. If personal budgets get tight, you must know how sensitive future customers will be to the price of your coffee. Take a moment and list out the worst-case external threats that could derail your specific idea. Writing these down isn't a reason to quit. It is a stress test that lets you build your defenses before those attacks actually happen. This completed grid functions as a customized map for making decisions. Look for the overlap. If your internal strengths can directly capitalize on the external opportunities you've listed, you have identified a specific lane where your project can realistically compete. If the weaknesses and threats seem overwhelming, you use this data to pivot, adjusting your strategy to shield your vulnerabilities or use your strengths to bypass the biggest dangers. The reality check grid separates blind optimism from calculated strategy. Keep this piece of paper on your desk. Update it when the world changes, and go make your idea happen.